What can you do and eat to manage your PMS symptoms that include cravings, mood swings, and increases in appetite? I'll be talking about PMS, your food intake, and weight loss, and what to do to manage your food intake during PMS in my 3-part video series on this topic. This is part 3. For science-based and practical weight loss advice from a registered dietitian, me, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Thursday. My name is Adrian. I am a registered dietitian with a Master's of Science in Nutrition, a certified diabetes educator, and a healthy weight loss coach. I've helped thousands of people with their healthy eating and weight loss goals over the last few years, and I've been awarded the 2021 Consumer Choice Award for Registered Dietitian and Weight Loss Management. In my previous 2 videos, I talked about what happens to your body during your menstrual cycle and how what happens to your body affects your food intake and cravings. You can watch those videos here. In today's video, I'm sharing with you what you can do to manage your PMS symptoms, including cravings. The first thing is managing your weight. Research states that having a higher BMI is associated with PMS symptoms. This study looked at 3,913 women and their PMS symptoms. The association is that being obese can result in a lower estrogen level. Like I discussed in the last video, lower estrogen levels can cause you to crave and eat more foods because estrogen affects your appetite and mood, particularly serotonin levels. Being obese can also affect progesterone levels, which can have a negative effect for PMS, and this is because it affects something called the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. In other words, this is a system that helps manage your fluid retention, so aka makes you feel more bloated and your breasts feel tender because of the water that's retained during this time. The second is watching your sugar, alcohol, caffeine, sodium, or salt intake, because these foods can make PMS symptoms worse. Why? High sugar foods can cause your blood sugars to go up and then crash, making you feel low energy and lethargic, and making you feel even worse when you crash during this time. Eating salty foods can cause bloating and cause fluid retention, so try to minimize adding salt to foods or ordering takeout to lower your salt intake. Caffeine and alcohol can also worsen your symptoms with cramping. This is because they are associated with increasing the stress hormone cortisol and decreasing serotonin levels, which is that feel-good hormone. Sodium restriction helps minimize bloating, fluid retention, and also breast swelling and tenderness. Caffeine can also affect your irritability and anxiety and cause you insomnia. Caffeine comes from coffee, tea, energy drinks, and colas. Alcohol makes PMS symptoms worse because it depletes your B vitamins. What does B vitamins have to do with PMS? I'll explain this in my next point about vitamin and mineral deficiencies and PMS. The third point is vitamin and minerals can help with PMS symptoms. First thing, vitamin B is shown to improve symptoms of moodiness, irritability, and anxiety because it helps with neurotransmitter production of serotonin and GABA, which are 2 hormones that can help us make us feel good and reduce anxiety. I talk more about these hormones and how it affects PMS in my second video here. So alcohol depletes B vitamins, which makes our PMS symptoms feel worse. Also, thiamine and riboflavin are also 2 other types of B vitamins that help lower PMS symptoms, and it's been proven that the food sources of these 2 B vitamins help with PMS symptoms overtaking the supplemental sources of them. Why? It's because of their bioavailability, which means how easily our body absorbs them. So getting food sources of thiamine and riboflavin are better for managing PMS symptoms. Food sources of thiamine are nuts, beans, lentils, and food sources of riboflavin are things like almonds, whole grains, mushrooms, eggs, and dark green veggies. Calcium and vitamin D also affect estrogen. Estrogen helps us with calcium absorption. Blood calcium and vitamin D levels in women with PMS are lower, and taking a calcium supplement can help reduce the severity of PMS symptoms. particularly depression, mood swings, headaches, and irritability. There was a study that showed that calcium decreased the negative effects, including water retention, food cravings, and pain associated with PMS. Another study found that 1,200 milligrams of calcium and 400 IU, or international units, of vitamin D daily can help with PMS symptom development. I would suggest that you get your calcium for each day from food sources first and see if that helps. And if you aren't meeting your calcium intake from food sources, try taking a calcium supplement at 1,200 milligrams and also take a vitamin D supplement at 400 IU per day. These are safe amounts to take and can also help you meet your calcium and vitamin D levels per day. Food sources of calcium include dairy products, fortified plant-based milks like almond or oat milk, and food sources of vitamin D are salmon, tuna, and plant-based milks and dairy products. Studies also show that taking high intakes of non-heme iron helps with PMS symptoms. Non-heme iron means iron coming from plant-based sources. So this is including lentils, chickpeas, hummus, pumpkin seeds, and dark red kidney beans. Magnesium also helps with reducing fluid retention, but it's not recommended to take magnesium supplements. Instead, you can get it from your food sources. Food sources of magnesium include dark leafy vegetables, nuts, seeds, fish, beans and lentils, whole grains, and avocados. So give these foods a try to help with your PMS symptoms. For easy and delicious weight loss recipes to get you started, check out my free recipes at adrianrg.com or click on the link in the description below my video to get my recipes. Check out these other videos to get more tips and recipes on healthy weight loss from me. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and hit the bell button and subscribe to my YouTube channel.